Conversations podcast, hosted by Too Deep Music. In-depth conversations podcast. We go deep, 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 deep with it, deep with it. In-depth conversations podcast, hosted by Too Deep Music. Say it now, say it loud.
Welcome back to episode motherfucking 10 of the In-Depth Conversations podcast. First of all, I'm so thankful and grateful that I've been able to have a guest each and every single episode to be able to talk with you guys and share stories. I'm going to keep it pushing. Like I said in the last episode, I just want to say thank you guys for participating. And if you guys want to go ahead and get these in-person interviews locked in, just hit me up. You know I'm down. So episode 10, I will be interviewing the homie Chenzo. Shout out to the homie. We met back in the day. We'll go ahead and get into that when we get on the phone call. But that's going to be the interview for today. But I'm going to go ahead and start the podcast with high school stories. Man, who doesn't have them? So when my freshman year of high school, I attended Sobrato High School. And let me remind you, I didn't smoke. I didn't drink. I was in boxing. I had friends that we would go running on the weekends. You know, I was 14 years old, bro. And something happened at the end of that school year that I felt like I wanted to transfer to Live Oak. And I did. I transferred to Live Oak second semester of sophomore year. And when I transferred to Live Oak, completely different world, right? There's two high schools in the same town, but once I got to Live Oak, I didn't really know much people. Yeah, I had my uncle there, but he had his own group of friends. I was basically a loner. I didn't talk to people that much. I was breaking out everywhere in my face. I was insecure. And then I started thinking, man, like, why is there no one wants to kick it with me? I was literally hanging by myself during brunch, by myself, lunch, by myself. And then I ended up running into a couple people. I started smoking weed again. I started cutting class. And then that's when Thizzles came out of nowhere. I popped my first Thizzle, and once I popped that first pill, I knew, damn, my life's changed. I started hanging out with new people. I started cutting class more often, started taking pills in class, rolling. Whoever remembers the Thizzles era remembers that Thizzles were a big thing back in the day. We had our social media, but it wasn't like today, like Instagram. We had Instagram, but it wasn't like how it is today. So I felt like when I went to Live Oak, I was able to see the Bay Area culture. Like, you would hear people through the hallway screaming out, yee, yee. Very Mac Dre influence, very Andre Nicotina, Bay Area rap influence. That's when I started listening to that music. I remember starting to hang out with the most random people, and I wasn't the only one popping Thizzles. There was other people like, oh, you got the slaps, double stacks. It was a trip, bro. I didn't ever expect to go through that by transferring schools. Ended up, it was a good year, but that was the beginning of a lot of drug use in high school, bro. I was only 15 going on 16. Yeah, I don't think any 15, 16-year-old, I mean, for the most part, they're not doing what we did back in those days. Yeah, man, I just wanted to share that story with you.
You can't find a way to break it into the other side. I can't find a way to make it with nowhere left to hide. And I wonder when I'm faded, do I ever cross your mind? Cause I know our time is ancient, but I can't leave you behind. Conscious on the freeway, stuck losing the moment too fast. Girl, I get it, you needed space. All that we have is left in the past.
And we're back. Episode 10. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Hey, what's good, y'all? My name's Chenzo. I'm from San Francisco, California. I've been making music my whole life, but I just started as Chenzo back in 2024. So just 2 years as Chenzo. But in those 2 years, oh no, sorry, since 2022, I'm tripping.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, because you were about to be like, wait, I feel like I haven't seen you in like
Yeah.
about that long.
But just to be clear,
But
it's Chenzo, right? It's not Chenzo Live, like your Instagram account.
yeah, so on all platforms it's Chenzo in all capital letters. I don't spell it like a real Italian like I should have. I kind of spell it a little differently. So I spell it Chenzo.
Okay, for sure.
And then the live is just so I can, find a username. But I would say like the Chenzo Live is like a good secondary name, because I like to do a lot of live performances with, guitar,
Yeah,
bands,
definitely.
all that good stuff.
Let's go ahead and dive into your upbringing, bro. So you grew up in San Francisco, or is it San Jose? Or are you back and forth?
I was kind of all around. Born in San Francisco, my whole family lives
Nice.
there.
Okay.
I moved up to Vacaville for where my mom and my grandma stay for a lot of like my formative years. So I did like probably like the end of elementary school, middle school, and high school was all in Vacaville.
Oh, okay, cool. Which is like a little, is that like by Santa Rosa area?
Vacaville is like right in the middle between San Francisco and Sacramento. So it's on Highway 80. It's kind of by like Fairfield and I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes away from Davis.
So, okay, for sure. Okay, so I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's kind of just like farmland,
Yeah,
small suburbs.
Yeah, for sure. So, when did you first pick up a guitar? Or when did you write your first song?
Let's see. I first picked up the guitar. I got my first guitar when I was 7. I started teaching myself. I did take some lessons when I was younger, but most of what I know is just self-taught, and that's kind of why I would consider myself a really good rhythm guitarist.
Yeah,
but I'm not a very good lead guitarist. Like guys that shred solos and stuff. I'm not the best at that.
Yeah,
because just self-taught. First song I ever wrote, I remember writing like stupid songs in like the 4th and like 3rd grade.
Wow,
with
bro,
my friends.
That's dope.
But they were so dumb. I think the first song I ever wrote was called Night Vision.
Okay. Yeah, and, Night Vision. That's dope.
Night Vision. Shout out my boy Wyatt Todd. We had a band way back called we had a couple bands, but the first two, the early ones, one of them was called Crash. And one of them was called Pull the Trigger for some reason. When we got to
middle
school, we were trying to get real edgy with this. So we were like, all right, we're gonna, write real deep songs.
Too deep. And, I'm playing. I'm just playing. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. But yeah, I do remember there was a talent show, I think in like the 5th or 6th grade. And we wanted to perform this song called Devastation that we wrote.
Yeah.
Still just like really young, not knowing much about the world. We wrote a song about like just like, like all the problems in the world and like war and all that stuff. Just like before we could even really understand it. And I remember like taking it to like to the auditions to the principal, and they wouldn't let us perform that song. And it was a little too a little too deep, like you said.
Too deep. That's what's up, man. So you've been doing, music since elementary.
Yeah, dude. It goes back, man. The rapping is really just the newest iteration of it, but
the new element.
Yeah, I've definitely been doing music my whole life for sure.
Thanks. Thank you for sharing your upbringing. I want to go and let the people know how me and you met. Let's fast forward a little bit. We'll jump back. Me and you met at the Coterie Den at an open mic, bro. I had seen, like, I started following people who were following the Coterie Den, and then I don't know where I commented on your comment saying, "Oh, I'll be there," and then I followed you, and then as soon as I went in there by myself, bro, as soon as I seen you walk up to me, I was like, "Oh, Chenzo, what's up, bro?" And then we linked, bro. It was like the first time we linked up, bro. We have a song together. You had me perform with you at your place for your
Yup.
birthday. Bro, you name it, bro. I know it's been a minute since we last spoke, but I want to let you know that I'm doing better than when you last saw me.
Dude, I'm glad, man. You're one of
Likewise,
those people,
likewise.
bro. You're really one of those people, man. That's just like you scream genuine like genuineness. You know what I mean?
Thank
Like
you.
you're just like super real. So like just like meeting you at the den was super sick. Like we just like messaged each other on the gram, and then
Yeah,
we saw each other in the crowd. Like, oh shit, what's up? And
yeah.
then after that, bro, I had to have you come perform for my birthday, bro.
That was
I was
fun.
trying to put, that was legendary, dude. That was like such a legendary lineup, bro. You, Chloe, Loki, and Passage, man. Like four really amazing local artists.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
hot as fuck that day, bro.
It was hot as fuck, dude.
Yeah, no, it was hot to the point where like my set wasn't the best, but then I mean it happens, bro. I just had a good time hanging out with you guys and meeting your girlfriend, meeting your roommates, bro. I appreciate the hospitality.
Oh, no doubt, man. I'm honored that you pulled up, bro. Thank you, man.
Thank you. So I wanted to ask you, bro. So you moved again, right? You're now back in the city?
No, dude, I'm not. I'm in like the deep inland of the East Bay. I don't
Oh
even know if you
wow.
call it the East Bay anymore, but I'm out by like Concord,
Okay.
Martinez, kind of like in between those areas, Pleasant Hill.
Oh, okay, for
Uh,
sure. Nice, bro.
so yeah, man. So yeah, I went from the city to Vacaville, San Jose for 7 years, back to the city, and now I'm in the 925. And
Is it because of
uh,
work?
no, my girl got a spot out here, and
Nice.
Uh, I'm actually working in Richmond right now, but
Okay.
I'm probably gonna start another new job soon, back in the city, and then just gonna have to hit that Bay Bridge.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I'm gonna get back into a question, bro. Was there ever a time in your life where you wanted to give up on music, or did you always have the passion to just keep doing it, keep doing it?
Man, that's a really good question. I actually feel that now.
Really?
So yeah, so when I became I started rapping a little bit when I first got to college. I was under the name The Kid Red is what I
Dope.
was going by back then, and everything was different. I was living a different lifestyle, so my songs were speaking about what I was going through in those times.
Yeah.
And then when I kind of like moved away from that person and who I was with the Kid Red, I became Chenzo.
Chenzo.
And the origins of Chenzo is my grandmother is one of my biggest inspirations in life.
Nice.
She used to call me Vincenzo because my name's Vince or
Hmm.
Vincent.
Yeah.
For the Italian, she would call me Vincenzo, and so I just kind of took that, and I wanted to just like make music as genuine as possible. So
Yeah.
not rap. I don't want to rap about anything that's not real. Not rap about like bands and hella money and fast cars, because like that was stuff that I would do as the Kid Red just because it sounded good and
Yeah.
people liked the songs. But it wasn't real. I'm just a regular dude, bro. I don't have fucking bankrolls in my pocket.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
So, but last year, man, my grandma passed away.
I'm so
So,
sorry for your loss. I believe I messaged you saying I'm sorry for your
yeah,
loss.
no, thank you, man. Yes, you did, bro, and I'm very appreciative of that, and especially because I know you as well. Also know what that's like, especially with the past couple of years.
Yeah, man, it's
For
hard, bro.
you, you know.
Yeah. So now that we're talking about the loss, bro, I want to ask you, how have you handled grief and grieving? Like it comes and goes in waves, right? Like there's sometimes you're having a good
Right.
day and then you have like a memory about any something small. Like that's how I noticed, bro. Just the pain comes and goes. It's never gonna go away, and it's not like a breakup. You know what I mean? So like it's been
Right.
two almost 3 years since my pops died. It's been a year and a half since my uncle passed, and still feels like it was yesterday.
Right. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I'm trying different things. I think
Got you.
sometimes like my old ways was just to try to numb myself, but as I've gotten older, I've tried to find different outlets.
Yeah.
I like to go to the gym and play basketball.
Nice.
On the like with just with random people and just things like that to take my mind off it.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely, for sure.
I would say in the beginning, it's just so easy just to get high, get drunk, whatever,
Yeah.
and then kind of just forget. But in some ways, when you do that and you force yourself to forget, you're not really honoring anyone's memory,
Yeah. I know what you mean about numbing the pain, bro. That can only go so far, but the next thing you know, you don't even feel anything anymore. It's just to feel normal, and I know what you mean, bro. As we touch base again on the losing a family member, man, I just want to send my condolences, and their spirit lives on with us. Definitely, bro. I wanted to go ahead and ask you, do you have any upcoming projects, anything in the works, or are you just focused on daily life? And I ask you that because, bro, there's a couple things that I want to do, but with the podcast, the music, like I want to keep making music, but I'm putting my energy more into the podcast and my family daily life. But
Yeah.
do you have any upcoming projects?
No, I would say first, I think that's good that you're putting that effort into the pod. I think especially now podcasting is so popular.
Yeah.
And sometimes people's pods blow before they blow. So there's a chance that it's just another avenue for you. It's another it opens the road for more opportunities for you. So I think that's super honorable. And also, of course, always the family always comes first.
Yeah.
You got, I know you got your kid, and that'll always take number one priority. But I am excited to hear when your new stuff does come out, though, man.
Thank you, bro. And so I've seen that did you just do a show recently, or you just performed, right? Talk about that.
Yeah, I did a show a couple days ago. It was called The Echo Chamber.
Nice.
It was put on by a dope ass collective I got in touch with called Rated R.
Okay.
I met this dude DV3 at Best in the Bay, and I was performing at Eastside Lover on the guitar.
Dope.
And then afterwards he was just like, "Yo, that was hella good, bro. Like, we should tap in." We tapped in, and I was like, "Dude, I just moved out to Pleasant Hill. I'm like 10 minutes from you." So those guys just became my only friends out here in this area.
Okay.
So
yeah, for sure.
I definitely, I still do a lot of work with UFO, but I definitely kick it with these Rated R guys a lot, and they're a dope collective. They got DV3, Cade Young, Golden Boy, and Elena Victoria.
Nice.
And they're pretty cool. So they put on that show last 2 days ago at Music City.
Okay.
Yeah, it went really well, dude. I did all unreleased songs, all rap, no guitar, nothing. This was actually the first gig I've ever done in my whole life with autotune.
Oh,
so that
wow,
was
okay.
sick.
That's what's up.
That was pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
I never really got to experience that. So I was like, turn that bitch all the way up. I want to sound like T-Pain.
The T-Pain effect. That's awesome, bro. But to be honest, bro, you have a voice that you don't need auto-tune. I was like, I need you on a song, and bro, you got on a song with me back in Position. That was a couple years back, but I still tuned into that song, and I'm like, bro, I would love to hear new music from you. I know that I was just listening to a song of yours here. I'm gonna look it up, and it was called, because I was trying to do my homework on you, which I've heard your songs before, but it was Deep Space and Better Off Dead. I really like those songs. I think I replayed it again and again.
Oh, hell yeah, dude! I appreciate that.
And then Yoko as well. That's from your other project from a couple years back, right? Heartbreak, Lobotomy.
Yeah. Heartbreak, Lobotomy. That was my first tape. That was all in house. So me and a very talented producer named Gloomy 44 produced every single track. We did the guitars, bass, drums, everything. So I love that album, but sometimes I do listen to some other songs I have where I didn't do everything.
Yeah.
And I do realize that, sometimes it is better to have other people do stuff for you if they're more talented in like, you know, production or engineering, all that sort of things. But I was really thankful that first album, I could just say like that was all me, no features,
Nice.
no producers.
That's amazing, bro. Because it's not like you went to YouTube and got a beat. You guys organically produced that.
Yeah, so
we need more of that.
I definitely look back on that fondly for sure.
Yeah, we need more of that. I know I buy beats off YouTube, but not necessarily through YouTube. I don't rip them off YouTube. I go to the website. Yeah. I get either the lease or the exclusive from the producer themselves. You know, I don't have like a tag on the beat that says "purchase your track today."
yeah.
I spoke about that in the last episode, but yeah, I respect that, bro. I like your guitar. You could rap, you could sing. I respect the hell out of that, bro. We got to get another song, bro.
Dude, we really do. And just to circle back, so like I do that same shit too. That Deep Space song, that was from a YouTube beat, I believe, from a pretty dope producer. I think it was Eerie Skies.
Okay.
But he's got some songs with like, I think he has like one gold plaque, and I think he might have a song that is double gold. But he's definitely done some work for like some famous rappers and stuff. So
that's dope.
I was like, man, let me buy a lease for this beat, bro.
Nice. Hell yeah, bro. I'm gonna give you a quick fun question. Since we talk about movies on this podcast, bro, I want to ask you, Chenzo, what are your top 5 favorite movies?
Oh, top 5.
Top 5 favorite movies. It could be all time. It could be current. When we talk about movies on this podcast, I want to ask you. I ask this to everybody.
Okay. I like this question. Shit.
And then I'll respond with my top 5. I've already said my top 5 in a separate episode, but I'm gonna give my separate top 5 list. But go ahead.
Okay. I like that. I can't. I don't know if these are like my top, but this is just like what comes to mind.
Okay.
Like just stuff I like. I like that OG Point Break with Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves from like the 90s.
Okay, classic movie. I check it out.
Classic movie. It's just about like surfers that are also like bank robbers. It's super unrealistic, but it was pretty cool. They made a remake a couple of years ago, but it was kind of ass.
For sure.
So I would say Point Break. I don't know if this would be like. Let's see. I mean,
it's a tough question. I know everybody tells me the same.
That's a tough question, man.
My hands are vibrating.
Wait, hold on. Let's see. I would say, I don't know if I can make this a top 5, but just recently I saw that movie Obsession, and that was pretty good.
Okay, I've seen it, and I've seen clips of it, but I got to check it out. So Obsession, that's 2.
Yep, that's 2. I'm gonna go Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith.
Fuck yeah.
3.
Super classic, yeah. Yes. I saw it in theaters when it came out.
I saw it in theaters too.
I was a kid.
I was so young, bro. I didn't understand shit.
Great pick, though. That's a great pick.
I love that movie though, man. And I fuck with Anakin. Like I named my phone Young Skywalker. So like when it pulls up on the Bluetooth. So yeah, I'll say Point Break. We'll throw Obsession in there for now. Revenge of the Sith.
Nice.
I'm trying to think.
You got 2 more left, brother.
Oh man. I like little films that like didn't really like have a lot of like production behind them, but became like those, like a cult classic.
Yeah.
I would say like a couple of those I like. It would be like The Butterfly Effect.
Oh my god, great fucking pick! Because I was just gonna add that to my top 5. Ashton Kutcher, right?
Ashton Kutcher, dude.
And that's a great fucking movie. It makes you think.
Yeah, dude. How every single interaction affects everything.
It's a sad movie too, because like at one point, like his girlfriend was like a junkie, and he like wanted to like. He just like, let me think. And then he hops to a different reality. It's a trip.
Yeah, that shit was a trip, bro.
Super sad, super crazy movie. Great fucking pick. One more.
Okay. I don't know if I can't say if this is really my top 5, but these are just fun movies I like. This last one's going to be Donnie Darko.
Oh, okay, that's Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Yeah.
He's a great actor. I haven't seen the movie, but I know that it was one of his earlier movies.
Yeah, it's one of those movies where it doesn't explain anything. So like you actually have to like watch like a YouTube explanation on the movie itself. So
Yeah.
like, cause I tried to show my girl that movie and she was still not having it.
Yeah, it's one of those like you got to really sit and watch it again and again movie.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those, but it's pretty cool. It kind of goes a little bit along the lines of like the butterfly effect with like you know, just how choices play out. But now I want to hear your top 5.
Yeah, for sure. But I want to say that that's probably like one of the best top 5 movies that's anyone given me on this podcast. But I'll go ahead with my new top 5.
Oh yeah,
Armageddon, Bruce Willis. It's a classic movie.
Oh, that movie's so good.
It never fails to make me cry at the end.
I don't want to close my eyes.
Yes, bro. You know what I'm talking about.
Dude, talk about a star-studded cast, bro.
For real. And a lot of people say it was a cheesy movie because of the graphics. But if you go watch it again, it's a star-studded cast, bro. Ben Affleck, Bruce Willis, fucking I can't name them all, bro. Liv Tyler. It's a great movie, bro. Marcus Clark Duncan before he passed.
Steve Buscemi up in there too.
Yeah. It's a great movie. It makes you think. So that's first one. And number 2 would be Black Hawk Down. If you've ever seen Black Hawk Down,
that is such a good movie. It's
a war movie. I'm gonna go 3 again. Another war movie, Pearl Harbor. Another great.
Yeah, Michael Bay's Pearl Harbor.
Yeah,
bro.
Michael Bay has some great movies, bro. He's one of my favorite directors.
That Pearl Harbor movie is like one of those movies where it's very long. It's like 2.5 hours long, but it doesn't feel that long. Like you can actually like you don't get like tired of watching it as the movie's going on.
Yeah, for sure. So there's Pearl Harbor, and I'm gonna go so Armageddon, Black Hawk Down, Pearl Harbor, and then I'm gonna go with I just saw it recently because I'm watching it all over the trilogy. Avatar: The Way of the Water, Part 2.
Oh,
that movie made me cry, bro. At the ending when he's talking to his son who passed away, I was like, "Oh man, right in the feels." So I'm actually watching. I'm in the process of watching Avatar: Fire and Ash, or Ash and Fire, whatever it's called. But it's such a long movie, so I'm watching it in like in
pieces, right?
Yeah. And number 5, I'm gonna have to go with it's a movie called Monster. It's with Charlize Theron. She's like playing a serial killer. You gotta watch it. It's called Monster. It's an old movie.
Dude, I'll definitely check it out. Wait, so is she the monster?
She's playing a prostitute who got abused and raped, and she goes on a killing spree of Johns who just go and take advantage of prostitutes. It's based on a true story, so that's a great movie. It's called Monsters with Christina Ricci and Charlize Theron. You got to check it out. It's a great movie. Well, thank you for sharing your top 5, bro. I think for me, movies have always been my second passion. So that's where like the video editing and stuff comes. But I realized, bro, I didn't think this podcasting was going to be such a challenge. I didn't think I was going to have to learn to be an audio engineer.
Yeah, dude.
I thought it was as simple as press record, play, record, upload. No, bro. But it's cool. It's a challenge. So like I said, movies have always been one of my passions as well. But thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, of course. You think you'll ever like cross into like writing screenplays or something like that?
Man, I wish I could, but I don't have the patience for it, especially because now that I'm older. If I wanted to do that, I would have done it like as soon as I got out of high school, go to college. My brother is in college, or he just graduated he majored in film production. So, it's cool to see my little brother do it. But if I would have done it, I would have started earlier, bro. I'm 32, bro. I think I don't have I know it's never too late, right? But I'm still learning.
I feel like as we get older, I realize we're still not that old.
Yeah. Oh, can you speak up a little bit? My bad, I can't hear you.
Oh yeah. No, I was just saying, like as we get older, as long as you just like do stuff that makes you happy, even along the lines of music, like I've put in less pressure on like Because, you know, when I was like really young, like 18, I was like, I need to blow up. I gotta get famous. I need, like, you know, I want $1 million, like all that good stuff. Now it's like, if it comes, it comes, but the music will always stay.
Yeah.
The music's just a part of you. It's just like, you know, riding a bike or going to play basketball with your friends. It's just like another passion.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I wanted to ask you, you know, not ask you, tell you, I actually interviewed Ray Fuego a few episodes ago, and I was telling him how the song Head On Home, I didn't know that you guys, I mean, I knew that you guys collab, but I didn't know it was going to be that song. So when I first heard it, I was like, that's dope, bro. How did you and Ray Fuego link up? Was it through the Coterie Den?
Yeah, I met him at the Coterie Den. And then we just kind of like would see each around San Jose when I was like super in the scene there.
Okay.
I think I remember on his birthday there was like an event downtown, and it was whoever rapped the best like got $100 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And I pulled up. I didn't have no beats on me, so I literally just came to watch. But Ray Fuego was there, and it was really cool. And he won. He won the whole thing. So
I remember about that. Yeah.
He's hella dope, man. And so he asked if I could help sing on the hook, and I was super down, bro. And then, you know, we rolled up to fuck, dude, I'm not blanking on the name. Who's bro?
Young Mac on the slap.
Yes, Young Mac on the slap, bro. Thank you. We rolled up to Young Mac's, and then Mac's got like a sick ass studio. I'm sure you've definitely been over there.
Yeah, we have.
And that was just hella cool, bro. And we just got it out in like an hour or so, and yeah, man, and then I got hella busy because I know he was trying to shoot a music video for it. So
oh damn, yeah.
I feel bad about that, and also I just have not gone to San Jose in a long time.
Yeah, think about that, bro. Those collaborations, you with him, me with Mac, us with each other, all that started was from meeting each other at the Coterie Den or the other place, bro. How dope is it that just by going to an open mic, you link with somebody and you guys end up becoming friends and making songs together? I prefer those open mics than any other big show that I've done, because all those other big shows, you got people, other artists that think they're too hard to talk to you, think they're too hard to even, you know what I mean? Like
100%.
I would rather so much perform to an intimate crowd as opposed to a huge crowd where they're just standing around just waiting for the headliner to come up.
100%. And especially like in those big like promo shows, usually it's like people bring their people, and then, you know,
they leave.
If you're and then they leave. Or it's like they're not really trying to vibe to your shit because like they're there for their person, and
or they're too hard too cool to what's it called, too cool for school.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, no. So look, like I said, examples. Me and you met through open mic. Me and Ray Fuego met through an open mic. Me and Mac met through an open mic. I like the open mics, bro. I think we need to bring more of those. So speaking of open mics, I know you were going to some in San Francisco, right? Some like very low key, very dope, bro. I wish I was able to make it, but I'm over here in the South Bay. It's quite a drive, not a drive, but
it's a little bit of a push. But if you're ever free, bro, on Tuesday nights, man, this spot's called The Fate, FAIGHT. It's off of Fillmore and Haight, so they just combined the names. It's a dope spot, dude. They got a huge basement. That's like a venue. Like they rent it out. They teach yoga, but every Tuesday night is an open mic.
I'm off Tuesdays.
Actually, I think it's every other. My bad.
Every other Tuesday. That's still cool.
And it's really cool, man. I met a lot of talented artists there. My boys from UFO, the same boys that you know, they're there like every week. Passage, Low Key, May.
I know Passage. Yeah, shout out to him.
Yup.
You guys still? I'm sorry. You go ahead, brother.
Oh no, I was gonna say Passage is another one that we met through the Den.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Yeah, are you still linked up with him? You guys still chop it up?
Yeah, no, definitely, man. The kind of the same with San Jose. It's just like hard to get to the city like all the time, you know. Just now that I'm like out here, but every time I do, man, I love those guys. Those guys are huge inspiration just in my artwork. And I would also say that like I can safely say that like a lot of my favorite artists are just like also people that I know and are my friends, like you guys, like UFO, Rated R. It's just like, you know, they're like the talent speaks for itself, but it's also cool that we're all just like homies too, you know?
Yeah, for sure, bro. That's what's up, man. But I'm gonna start getting in the studio by probably next month, or the early or end of this month. And I want to say that I'm gonna send you a couple things, and if you're vibing with it, bro, if you're down, just let me know.
Dude, I'm super down, man. Super down.
So I wanted to say, so since you moved, is there a music scene where you live, or do you got to go to SF? You got to go to San Jose for the music scene? I'm pretty sure there has to be, right?
Yeah, there's a scene up here, but I don't know exactly how to break into it.
Okay, yeah, because
me and the homies, we went to one open mic in downtown Concord, and we just had like the weirdest experience, bro.
Talk about that.
Like, bro, like, I don't know, because like, this is like a pretty famous bar in Concord called Vinny's Bar. Okay. And I haven't heard too much bad shit online about it, but the experience we had was pretty negative, bro.
Wow.
So there was like a band on stage, and like they were doing like some death metal. And there was like, they were just like, there was one dude was just like wearing a Speedo.
What the
like,
fuck?
That's cool. He was just like a big fat dude, like only wearing a Speedo. And I was like, all right, kind of weird, whatever. We're still here. We're going to make it work.
Yeah.
And then they just started like using the N-word like crazy on stage.
No way.
Bro.
What?
Dead ass, dude. And like, I think they just like thought like they were just like around like their group or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know, like all my friends are black that I was there with.
No way. That's fucked up. So there was
pretty fucked up,
black
bro.
people in the crowd.
Yeah, and then when we go outside, we were also, you know, talking to some like metalheads, and it could have just been that it was an open mic, and then like the metalheads just like took it over or something. I don't know. I've only lived here for 2 years. That was my one time trying to get to an open mic out here, but
wow. So did you get like kind of racist vibes from it?
Yeah, for sure. And so just me and all the homies, we just like looked at each other, and then we just bounced, because we were like, you know, that's not our vibe.
Yeah, bro. I would do the same
for us,
bro. Yeah, I would do the same. I know I'm more of like rapper and stuff. Like I'm around people who say the N-word, but once I know that it's used in a very, very like negative way, I'm out. This isn't my scene. I don't want to be looked at like I'm part of them. No thanks.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? If it was just like a rap show and someone was using it in their lyrics, or I don't know, but like,
I hear you, yeah.
the intention was so out of left field that we were just like, holy shit. And I guess, you know, going to so many gigs in South Bay, the city, in Oakland, that was just like my first experience. I was like, oh shit, I guess, you know, it isn't always just good vibes everywhere you go. Sometimes you might just roll up, you know?
Yeah.
But
damn, bro. If I could tell you share a quick story of a not a bad experience doing an open mic, but doing an open mic so quick to the point where it went bad. So I did an open mic in Cupertino. Everything was cool. I knew the person throwing it. They were dope. But once I went on, I started rapping. And there was a drummer there. He said, "Hey, can I rock with you?" While in the middle of my set, I was like, "Yeah, hop on. We'll start the song all over." And as I was rapping, he just started hitting a drum solo as I was rapping, so you couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like looked at the guy. I was like, "Cut! I can't do this. This is too loud. I couldn't even hear myself." So he's like, he told his drummer homie to come off. He goes, "You want to do another one?" I was like, sure, I'll do another one. And my vibe just got killed immediately. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It's like, what are you doing, bro? It's like, if someone's rapping, bro, like, just keep the beat, bro. A drum solo is like, that's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I honestly felt like, oh, cool. I have a live performer doing it with me. This is going to look good for content and for the video. No, bro. He just went straight. So I left, bro. I felt bad. I even messaged the guy throwing. I was like, "Hey, bro, that shit was dope," but I kind of felt like embarrassed.
Yeah. Was that at X Bar?
Yeah, damn.
Uh,
How did you
damn.
know?
How did I guess, dude?
Oh.
Probably because me and you put in some work down there, bro. That's why.
You've been there.
And actually, I haven't performed there, but isn't it like the cats who used to run Mama Can run that now?
Something like that. Young
Like
Hoff.
that? Yeah.
Shout out to him. He's a real cool person. I fucks with
No,
him.
yeah. I've never tapped in with him, but I like his music, bro.
Yeah, he was the one who I contacted with to get on the open mic, but it was just his boy was a drummer. He wanted to like kind of like steal the spotlight.
Yeah.
It was just a spot. It was just the open mic. It wasn't a show. So
Yeah.
once he said, "Can I rock with you?" I was like, "Yeah, come on in." I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be dope." And as soon as I started rapping,
Yeah.
but yeah, let's go ahead and switch topics real quick, bro.
Let's do it.
Before we close the interview, I want to ask you: do you want to plug in anything? You want to give any shout outs?
Yeah. Shoot. Let's see. Chenzo Lives, my Instagram. You can kind of keep tabs with everything I'm doing. I do have a couple projects in the work. I'm hoping by the end of the year, I'm gonna drop what it may be my last rap album. Is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm thinking about hanging it up, bro.
Damn.
Just because I kind of want to get back into my other stuff I was doing. Like I kind of want to start playing with the band again. I used to write a lot of reggae songs.
Oh,
and
dope.
part of me is like, what if I just dove back into that like 100%? But
Yeah.
I don't know. It might not be forever, but I want to give one really solid rap project as like a send off, you know? So
Hell
I
yeah.
have that. I have a small EP called Signals from the Void.
Okay.
With Passage and Low Key. It's a 4-song tape,
Oh, I
all
gotta hear that.
acoustic. It's gonna be dope. We're gonna record it in the city with some cats. Probably just do it with like a band too. Just do a live recording of it.
Yeah.
And then I guess just shout out UFO, shout out May Sucks, shout out Passage, Low Key Tamba, Sheffrey. Shout out my girlfriend Bianca.
Oh, shout out to her. Yeah, no, I got to meet her at your birthday, and she was, while you were on your way, she was very like, "Oh, you can come in," you know. Like, so it's so cool. So the hospitality that I get from you guys is 100%, bro.
Oh, I appreciate that, brother.
Hey, shout out to you for sure, Chenzo. But I would keep on going, but the battery's about to die. This camera, I gotta figure out this shit going on. But thank you for being a part of the podcast, bro. Episode 10, the Chenzo interview. Thank you, bro. I want to say this ain't the last time you'll hear from me. We're gonna get an in-person interview sometime in the near future.
No doubt, bro. And my last shout out is to you, 2D, bro. You're the man, bro. Fucking one of the first artists I met, bro, when I became Chenzo.
Hell yeah.
So
bro.
and I'm just glad that we're still tapped in with each other, and I'm rooting for you, bro.
Likewise.
Everything in your journey.
Likewise, bro. I said mines, bro. Thank you guys for being a part of the podcast. That's it, episode 10. Let's go. See y'all.